here is another recollection video, and this one is about Laura. We had just married, and she, I guess, had probably never been out in the country very much, or not on a ranch, true ranch environment, and certainly not in West Texas. And so she came to we got married, and I had brought some goats down from the ranch at Sterling City for the boys to kind of play with and rope and mess around with. And the first day that we got married, she wanted to go to town and get all these plants and pot them and put them in buckets and all these cement deals and decorate our front porch. And I tried to, we had a big long 40-foot, 10-foot deep, 40-foot long porch, and I tried to explain to her that, we have all kinds of wild animals, deer come right up in our yard, and feral hogs, and cows get out and so forth, but she was kind of in this time of not being able to tell her anything. She kind of knew everything about plants. And so we went to town and bought all these plants, and she got them planted, and we went to celebrate our first night at the ranch, and early that next morning we're in our bedroom, and we could hear the baying of what sounded like a bunch of goats right on the front porch. And she said, "What is that noise?" And I told her, I said, "Well, it sure sounds like goats to me." And so we beat it to the window, and Joe had left one of the gates open to the pens where the goats were, and a bunch of them had got out, and they literally just stripped every one of those plants till there was just nothing. It looked like a bunch of pots with sticks poking out of them, and there was just nothing left at all. And in her innocence, she told Joe and I that I think if I water them, they'll come back. And I mean, there was just, you could probably get cement to grow faster, but I just said, "Well, knock yourself out. There's a hose bib on the side of the house over there with a faucet and a hose, and you can try and water them if you want to. Maybe they will come back." And so Joe and I took off walking to the barn, and Laura went the opposite direction to get the hose, and we were about halfway to the barn when we heard Laura just scream, and we looked behind us, and she's covering strides about every 20 feet probably, just hoofing them 90 miles an hour, and apparently she got over there to turn the water hose on, and there was a nice, not the biggest I ever saw, but a sure enough decent rattlesnake coiled right up under the hose bib. And so that was her welcome to the ranch. All of the goats ate all of her plants, and a rattlesnake welcomed her at the hose. Needless to say, we had better days later on, and she did get quite a few plants to grow when I didn't think they would, but she just was persistent and got a lot of plants when I didn't think they would.